All right, Judah, thank you for joining me for another episode.
You know it.
Audience, thanks for joining us. We came up with a name, as y'all can see. We're gonna call it the crossover because it is a crossover episode between two channels where we talk about basketball. Get it, crossover.
Mhm.
Um, just gonna hop right into it, man. Like I got another 10 topics for us today. The day been kind of chaotic, so not really much, practice on this, but we're gonna roll with the punches. Um, as y'all can already see, man, the standings are already up. We're gonna talk about that off rip. Um, I know last time we was talking about the standings, and we both kind of went with Bulls. They've already slipped their way to the play-in, but I feel like
Facts.
Raptors kind of like jumped up as another surprise team now. And I don't think theirs is so much as fake as the Bulls, though. I don't know if they're a two seed. I don't think they're a two seed, but I think they've been playing some good, solid basketball. So, this second time us looking at these standings together. Anything in particular jumping out?
Uh, Probably like you said, the Raptors. The Raptors being up here, Bi leading them in scoring. Um, so shout out Bi for that. I guess getting a girlfriend does work in your favor sometimes. You know, you got Glow. He done start hooping. Shit, Clay got Meg, and he's ass. So hey, but no. Probably the questionable thing about this is the Raptors. Everybody else kind of where I see them being. I'd say probably the Sixers too, but them being in six, they better than all these other teams. Just with Maxi alone, I think they better than all these other teams, especially than Orlando without Paolo. The Bucks, no Giannis. The Bulls, we talked about that. The Magic, no Paolo. Atlanta, they actually won more games without Trey than they have with him.
Facts.
Yeah, yeah. I don't really see too many surprises on there. I'd say Toronto sliding up to two is probably the craziest thing. Detroit winning 10 in a row, or ain't it like 10 in a row or something like that? I know they was at 8 in a row. I think they made it to 10. I think I saw that post.
Yeah, I think they're going for 11 today or whenever next time they play.
Right. So that's a little surprising them winning like that. But you know how I feel like when we talk football, bro. You know how I feel like you got so many first round picks.
Right.
The talent is going to start to culminate. It's going to start to work itself out. And Jaden Ivey not even back. Like damn near their best scorer. So yeah, I say 1 and 2 probably the most surprising. Detroit, not that they're in the top five, top six, is because they won and they on a 10 game win streak, and then Toronto is just surprising in general. I don't think they'll last if they're either.
Yeah, I feel like the next time, like the first time we got on, we was both like the Bulls. Next time we get on here, it's not gonna be the fact. I feel like next time we get on here, the Raptors probably not gonna be where they at for sure.
Right.
Like the teams out to play in on down besides like below Boston don't really surprise me. Boston, like I didn't really think they was gonna be in the playoffs, to be honest. Probably like in the play in barely. And I also like for where they at, it makes sense. Like you said about Giannis in Milwaukee, like he got to just fight to keep them above water. So like them being at 500 right now doesn't surprise me.
He
Um,
hurt anyway.
right, he out, so it's tracking. Like he fall off, and of course they record fall off. Um, like you said, the Magic missing Paulo, Hawks missing Trey Young. Um, I'm kind of like on the fence with the Trey Young thing right now. I'm seeing a lot of people saying like when they was winning the little win streak, they got room to get rid of them. But now that they kind of been losing, it's like we might need that in the half court offense to get us set. But they got some folks over there who like I think the kid Alexander Walker having a career year so far in his expanded role. Jalen Johnson, he's a monster. I think he had like a crazy stat line the other night.
He's way better than I thought he was going to be coming out of Duke. I swear to God, 10 times better than I thought he was going to be.
And he still got room to grow. That's the crazy part about it. Okongwu, he's having like taking another step in his game. Like when he first with the Hawks, he couldn't even shoot threes at all, and now I think he like 8 threes the other night. But what you think about that topic? Like, do you think because they do own the Pelicans pick, do you think if they was to land like a top 3 pick, do they possibly get rid of Trey and not give him that extension? Trade him, or you think they better off with him?
Uh, I say with the things that's coming out of this draft, AJ, and I ain't even really gotten into college basketball yet, but these same things I was watching when I was in high school, the Darrell Peterson, the AJ DeBastas, the Caleb Wilsons. I think you might just off the top 3 pick. Trae Young's market value is still pretty high. Now, it'll go down some because he does need the extension, so he needs a contract. So that automatically takes down some of your trade value because it's like, bro, I'm not going to give you the world and I still got to pay him. But other than that, I would say so. I would say I don't know how long he gone, but if they get to like All-Star break and it feels somewhat a little shaky, I would also do that. Like I feel
Yeah,
like you can find a serviceable point guard. You don't need him to do the things that he was doing in prior years because of all the guys you spoke about. Because of Nickeil Alexander Walker, because Jalen Johnson Ascension, because Okongwu. Like, yes, he helped, but I don't know. I don't know. That's a hard one now that I think about it, because he would just set the table for him and make it a little easier. But I think there's point guards that you can find out there that could do that. Like,
yeah.
hell, even if I don't know, and it's just a shot in the dark. But like, we might talk about LaMelo later, but like, shit, if they even try that route, like, you know what I mean? Like, try that route or some trade your problem for mine. Like, I don't know.
I feel like
I'd say 60-40, yes, I would, but I don't really know.
yeah, I feel like for me, it's kind of contingent on that if they can get that top 3 pick. But I'm always on the boat of like keeping as much talent as you can, especially a team like Atlanta. Like they can't really afford to be getting rid of fringe all stars, in my opinion. I just feel like you saw what he can do when you have like a semi roster around him, and then like you kind of don't build upon that. And then when you do probably have the best roster around him, then you get rid of him. Like I understand the extension is on the table, but I want to see how it look first when he come back. I think he's like scheduled to come back probably start of next month sometime. So I want to see how it looks because I think they probably got the big head of that little streak they went on, but it's kind of been like back down to earth lately.
Mm-hmm.
So if you a play-in team without him, I'm pretty sure they can be I'm pretty sure they can sneak into the top 6. Like that's where I kind of predicted them at. But yeah, we definitely gonna talk about LaMelo. But moving over to the Wild West, I really don't think the top 6 probably changed since the last time we did this. Maybe Portland was in there.
I don't recall. I think Houston dropped a little bit.
Yeah, well, Houston just lost last night to the Nuggets. That was a fantastic game. I ain't gonna lie.
Mm-hmm. I watched it until I fell asleep.
And so Wemby's out for a little bit with the Spurs, but they still keeping
They
afloat.
still winning. Yeah.
Brian came back. They've had a break though. Like he came back, they ain't played in like 4 days. I just feel like right now it's kind of OKC's game as far as the whole league. Like I think everybody just kind of hoping like we avoid them in the playoffs and maybe somebody twist the ankle here and there and we just don't have to see them. But I was just seeing they picks that they got, bro. Like they really finessing the league, bro. Like it's ridiculous. They got picks on picks on picks.
They got somebody pick. Who they got the Clippers pick this year?
Yeah, so everybody like making jokes saying James Harden, please, bro. Like the Clippers can't be sorry, and they got somebody picked who
They
is.
in 12.
Yeah, they got like 3 first-round picks right now down there.
Yeah, I agree with you. I ain't gonna lie. I agree. The league is in OKC hands. Shea averaging 31 points, 7 assists, 5 rebounds, something like that. And he ain't played in 10 out of the 14 fourth quarters.
That's what's so crazy. Like,
Like they sitting the whole bitch in the fourth quarter, bro. Like this is the NBA, bro. This ain't college. Like everybody was hating on them for their college style. They doing their interviews together, being a tight knit group, being young. Talking about that shit don't work. Well, apparently it worked well enough to whoop y'all asses. Cause
no,
nigga,
man.
16-1 is insane. Coming off a chip, 16-1 is insane.
Yeah, for sure.
And in 14 game out of 14 games, 10 of them used. Well, that's a 16. Well, 17 obviously. But I saw some earlier. It was like in the first 14, he set 10 of the first 14 fourth quarters. Like, bro, we beating y'all so bad in through 3 that my starting 5 could take a seat, and we still missing. Not we, but they still missing J Dub. Like
Facts.
they still missing an All Star. a two-way all-star.
That's the scary part. Look at their point differential, point
Like,
16. Like they spanking shit. Like
yeah, I ain't even peep that. Like, come on, bro.
16 point differential.
Come on, bro. That's straight smacking shit. And that's probably lower than it would be if they let these niggas play the four.
Yeah, facts.
Like, this should be at like 25. Smacking niggas by a whole quarter worth of points. Like,
Yeah, it's kind of like you got to just hope somebody else match up with them and just catch them. Because it's like I don't see nobody beating them 4 times out of 7. Not right now. I think maybe I think the Denver and the Rockets probably pose the
I was
biggest
just going to say that. Houston and Denver.
because they got enough athleticism and they got somebody who can like go head to head with Shea. I think the Lakers got somebody that can go head to head, but they don't have the athleticism right now. Like they got to make a few trades to get in that conversation.
Mm-hmm.
But like San Antonio too young. I think the Suns is like the most surprising thing to me out of this whole thing because like they had the 3 All-Stars and they ain't had a team around them, but then they got rid of them. I was like, yeah, they finna be sorry this year, but shit, they doing all right now. D Book kind of like having a not a career year, but I mean he hooping.
I'm gonna just for that. I'm gonna give a shout out to like Dylan Brooks as much as I don't really like him that much either. But um, I did like see stats earlier, and everywhere he goes, like every team. Well, I ain't gonna say everywhere. He was on one team, but every team he plays on has like a top 12 defensive rating. The Suns were not that last year. They are that this year, and I can't say it's just him, but I feel like he brings that intensity of no, we're gonna at least attempt to play some defense tonight.
Right.
And I feel like with niggas like Book, that's all you need. Like that's why I thought just to round it out, that's why I thought KD going to Houston was such a good move, bro. You got some dogs around you. You can do what you do. You don't need to do the dirty work and go score the points and go feed other niggas. You don't need to do all of that. Not in one. Let me get a few defenders out here. Let me get a few young bucks that's willing to hold the fort down, but also come with some energy, some real dog energy. And I think that's what Dylan brings every night. No matter how good or bad his actual game is, he bring that energy.
Yeah. Facts. And then they got Mark Williams over there too. I think he got like a point to prove after the trade. They got some players over there for sure. The Clippers is like my like bad surprise. I don't know what's going on. I mean, we touched on that the first time, but it's like you said the first time, like they didn't have the health excuse like they normally do. Now Kawhi is out. Harden's going crazy. We're gonna talk about him,
Stupid.
but I don't know what's going on with them. Like I'm seeing potentially they might be sellers at the trade deadline, which is crazy. But yeah,
To who?
I don't I don't know.
To who?
Um,
Who you selling? That's what I want to know.
uh,
And to who?
I don't know because Kawhi and Harden should be untouchables. If you're serious about trying to do anything, then Zubac probably wouldn't be moved. So they
Derrick
trying to
Jones Jr., who's hurt right now. Like,
get money back for Bradley Bill. They applied for their little
yeah,
exemption thing for that.
I've been saying that was bad. Everybody called me a hater when I said that. Talking about he fucking up KD life with nigga. I said that last year.
Yeah, nah,
Not worth it.
that wasn't a good move. But and what might be a good move to some, I'm tired of even talking about it. So this be the last time we talk about this man because he finally got fired. I guess the math just couldn't take no more. But what you think about that, and what you think about Anthony Davis potentially being on the move? I guess they want to build around Cooper Flag. What you think about that?
Um, Firing Nico. I think Nico getting fired was a result of the team just not having success fast enough. That's it. When you make a move like that and you basically, because I even thought they was better after the move. Like, I mean, it's hard to say they better. Let me say that because you take Luka off any team, I don't know if your team necessarily got better. But I'd say that was a very good constructed team even without Luka, in my personal opinion. So I thought, shit, they could still make a run. AD, Kyrie, like you got pieces around. It work out. The injury bug kind of caught him, bro. Kyrie got the ACL. AD is AD. I saw something on Twitter. I don't know how true it is. Cooper Flag played more games in a Mav uniform than Anthony Davis. So, like I just feel like that because that's what he was selling to the people. That's what he was selling to the fans. Like, yeah, I got rid of Luka, but in return, I get you a chip right now, or I get you a chip within these next 2 years. And that didn't happen. And I think I ain't gonna say I think it's because the injury bug. I don't know if they would have won a chip. OKC still over there, but like Western Conference Finals type shit. That's what he was promising. I was promising deep playoff runs, maybe a chip. The injury bug is not gonna let it happen. Fans not happy. You gotta do what you gotta do as the owner. So the move was stupid, but once you get over it being stupid and you look at it, it's like, this team you put together ain't bad at all. And then the promises of kind of will be better after Luka, and I don't that didn't work out. So like shit, I think that's the only reason his ass got fired.
Yeah,
Um,
he ain't make no bad. Well, I'm not gonna say he didn't make it. It's like what you said. Like he made a move. Nobody was gonna agree with it, but he had a pretty good roster in place. It's just like you said, the injury bug kind of he never got to see his plan come in. I think just them hearing those fire Nico chants, bro, and then the little kid with the Luka jersey on sitting next to what was that, the owner?
the owner, yeah.
Yeah, it was probably over with for him that game. I don't really know what value though. AD, like, I mean, he's still a good player, but it's just like you said, it's the availability. I don't know. I seen Mark Cuban say they not looking to move him though.
And he's back making decisions. I was gonna mention that Mark Cuban is back making basketball decisions over there.
Okay, I feel like they should kind of wait to see what they got with Kyrie and AD. I don't know how long it's gonna last, like them both playing with Cooper, but I think they should try to see what they got with them. Why you got
Man, I was about to say because you really can't though. You can't wait to see what you got with Kyrie unless you're gonna say, well, Anthony Davis not getting traded this year.
Yeah, no, you can't trade him this year then because Kyrie probably not coming back this year.
He's not coming back till like January. If he coming back like All-Star break, so like February. But the deadline is like right before the All-Star break or right after, one of them two. I think it's right before. So it's just like
I don't understand why they saying they trying to move AD though. Like why they won't move Kyrie and Clay then? Like let's just get all the old folks out.
It's harder to do that. It's harder to move Kyrie coming off the ACL. And you just paid him an extension. It's hard to move Clay off the production he got. It's probably not super hard, but you're not going to get a lot in return. Let me say that. AD got the highest trade value out of all the old niggas over there.
Yeah. I don't know how. I mean, I know like one of my partners, he a Bulls fan. I told him like maybe he go back home and play for the Bulls. I seen like folks throwing Golden State out there, but
I saw the Pistons.
I saw the Pistons too. But I feel like nah, I don't. You ain't finna go over there and fuck up nothing we got going on. Like I don't think he would mess up nothing. But why trade 2-3 players that's available for one player that's not?
It depends. I think if I'm Detroit, I'm willing to trade. I'm willing to trade Jaden Ivey.
Yeah, I trade him.
Just coming off the injury, it's like, all right, I don't know what you're gonna be. We started season 13-2, whatever we are. Like, you just seem expendable at this point. So Jaden Ivey, maybe a draft pick, something else.
Yeah, I mean,
like you try not to touch, certain guys for sure.
But
But
at this point, not the way he opened.
yeah, definitely not Jalen Duran, not Cade. I think them two. Thompson, yeah, definitely not him either. That might be it on my list though. I think everybody else is kind of just.
Yeah, beef stew, he can go.
Beef stew. I was about to say, you want beef stew, nigga? You want Jaden Ivey beef stew in the first rounder?
I don't know. It's like AD goddamn going through the ringer with this situation, bro. I feel for him. I really do, because it's like, nigga, all he asked for was a center, and then he was a center of everybody's fucking trade.
Mm-hmm.
Lincoln threw his ass in there and said, you know what, nigga? Okay, I'll give you a center. Take Darryl Lively and Daniel Gafford.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to see that team actually try to like play. I would like to see that because, like you said, I don't think it's like a bad team. But we might not ever actually see it. It might be like one of them Brooklyn Nets situations where it's like, shit, we never really see it till it's fully, like it's full potential. And we just wondering, like, shit, what could it have been?
Yeah.
Speaking one of the guys that was on the Brooklyn Nets, James Harden. I ain't gonna lie, when I first put this topic on here, bro, he did not do what he did today. Then it's like, this man went for like 37 in the first quarter. Now, the first half, you see what James Harden did today?
Today?
Yes, they already played
Hell
him.
no.
James Harden had like 27 points in the first quarter, 35 in the first half. I think he finished the game with like 55 points. Yeah, he had 55 points today on who they played? The Hornets. I think he was like, he made like 10 threes.
Oh.
So I ain't gonna lie, he been hooping this year though. Like James Harden been hooping.
You know why I'm tripping, bro? Nigga, I'm in here tripping. He did in the game 55, 3 and 7. No, I'm tweaking though, because I'm like, nigga, I'm sitting here typing this shit in. I'm like, 76ers versus Hornets.
Oh no,
That's just in October. I said, wait, no, tripping. Having a moment right now.
Yeah, nah, he went absolutely crazy. So it kind of got me to thinking, like, where does Harden kind of rank all time, or like, how is it to like really rank him? Like, what's the criteria for him? Because obviously not the championship success, but I feel like as far as individual things, he's stacking up right there. I kind of have a debate like where he ranks among shooting guards. I don't know if he's better than D Wade all time. I think as an individual player, offensively for sure. But
I think as an individual player in general, by the time D Wade was this age, he was doing podcasts.
that is true. He definitely wasn't dropping 55.
D Wade has also never had an MVP.
Yeah, I feel like Harden is above him. I just feel like the only thing D Wade got over him is the
championship, but that ain't
championship. But
James Harden topped something in steals.
I didn't realize how high he was on the all-time scoring list.
Like, that's what I mean, though. Like, James Harden got some shit to him. It's literally that he ain't won, and we ain't say. If he would win one ring, we would be having some real conversations about James Harden and basketball. Like, nigga made the step back so prominent. Everybody doing it, dude. The side step, the travel step back too, nigga. Everybody start doing it.
Man, they had to guard this man backwards.
Man,
with their hands behind their back.
So you wouldn't do the step back. Nigga, please. And it was crazy because I believe they were sitting on his right hand. So it's like, please go left. Take the layup.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Harden one of them ones. I feel like what he doing at his older age is just showing like I'm one of the ones. But I feel like his Houston run so slept on though, because like you said, they ain't really getting no title out of it. But dude was averaging like 30. What was that little streak he had? Like,
bro, 40? He went on a world tour, bro.
In a month, like he had like 40 points in a month. I gotta find that.
His points look like concert dates. Nigga, his stat line was crazy. Nigga went on a world tour. I remember they were selling shirts with the team name and his stat line on it. Like it was an actual concert, like he was really going on tour, bro.
Oh yeah, here you go, right here. Man, Harden was going slap. Let me see. This it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he was doing
on a t-shirt
consecutively, like in a streak, which is crazy.
Yeah, 30, 42, 31, 42, 57, 58, 61. Oh, bro.
Now Harden won. I
think where does he rank? Where is the question? Like at shooting guard, I think it's harder. It would take me a lot longer to rank him all time. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So like shooting guard wise, he's definitely top 5. You put him above Wade, below Kobe, below Jordan,
Kobe. I'm trying to. I don't want to discredit D Wade though, but the same. And I'm not no LeBron James supporter or apologist. It's my favorite thing to say. But like longevity plays a part in his GOAT case. So I think longevity should play a part in James Harden top 3 shooting guards of all time case. Like
Yeah,
I believe everybody in front of D Wade played longer than him. If I'm not mistaken.
I mean, yeah, Harden, like you said, he got the MVP. He got more well, they got the same amount of all NBAs, but Harden got 6 first team all NBAs. D Wade got 2.
7. Well, I'm looking at say 7.
Yeah, I'm on
3-time scoring champ.
reference. Let me go to Land of Basketball. They got the comparison too. Harden got 11 All Stars, D Wade 13. But by the time D Wade was at the bottom of his half, like in his career, they was just throwing that nigga in the All Star game.
It's like they was doing a lot of niggas. They even did that shit to Kobe.
Yeah,
Nigga, what he playing?
they was just throwing niggas in the All Star game off of popularity at that point. I ain't gonna lie, I feel like Harden. I feel like he like below Kobe and Jordan, but I think he like above Wade in my personal opinion. Like pound for pound, better individual player. I think he's better.
I think so too. I think you guys also think James Harden went from playing with a point guard to being a point guard.
That's what's the underrated part of his game. His
Like
playmaking.
James Harden went for what you just saw on the screen, 40, 30, 35 to steal 25, maybe 30, but I'm giving you 11 assists. Give you 12 assists, 5 boards. Like people don't understand he literally transformed his game into a playmaker. Straight playmaking. Went from getting buckets to playmaking.
Yeah. That's an underrated part of his game right there, especially like folks don't peep the shift like you said, because he did go to like the playing point guard, handling the ball more, but being a playmaker too. Like shit, Clint Capella, like before Trae Young, James Harden was throwing the lobs to Clint Capella, like in Houston. James Harden was being a shit. He had so much attention on him. He's like shit. I can get 10 assists a night.
Easy.
Even with the Clippers right now, like he's still basically their point guard.
That's what I'm saying. He running point over there. He ran point in Brooklyn. Shit. Eventually, after they tried the Chris Paul, who's retiring at the end of this year, Chris Paul, Russell Westbrook thing. Shit. James Harden, go play point guard, bro. Like, I don't know. We give a lot of niggas credit for Jokic, Braun, shit like that. We don't give James Harden no credit for that.
Yeah, I feel like he's slick underrated to an extent.
All time, absolutely. That's because he never won, and we just figured he's not gonna win at this point. But yeah, absolutely. I think it's about time. And if some of my homies watch this, well, not my homies, my cousins that are Heat fans, die hard from Miami for real, they're gonna cuss my ass out after this. But I think if we really want to have this conversation, like, yeah, I think individually as a basketball player, James Harden is better than Dwyane Wade. But that is what I say to people all the time when we have certain conversations. Are we comparing careers? Or are we comparing like individual players, maybe individual accolades? That's 2 totally different conversations.
Facts. Most definitely. And then you just shouted out Chris Paul. We're not gonna spend too much time talking about him, but he is on this farewell tour. We'll see you, nigga. Anyways.
Yeah, pretty much. Like pretty much, nigga. You did a lot. We appreciate you. Peace out.
LaMelo Ball. So I don't know what's going on, bro. They said he was frustrated. He came out, you know how they always do. They quoted on Twitter. I guess he's calling cap on that. I felt like it was kind of like the audacity because, like, dude, you cannot be frustrated with this situation. You don't even play enough to like impact us winning. So, what you think? You think is real? I mean, I don't see him finishing his career in Charlotte, but like, what value? How much value does he have?
I do think it's real. I think this is this is a lot of people's or a lot of all stars or whatever soft version of a like demanding a trade. Finding out that they just open to a trade, that's not random. They told their agent, bro, get me the fuck out of here. And the agent was probably like, hey, I ain't gonna say you demanded a trade yet, but I'm gonna put it on the table that you open for him. And that's how that goes. And you be like, yeah, deny it. I don't care if you deny it. It is what it is. I'm gonna tell somebody unofficially, like off the record, and then they gonna go put it out anyway. So it don't come back to me. It don't come back to you. Just call it cap. and then we'll see what happens. But what kind of trade value does he have? I think a decent amount. I think the only thing stopping him is that his injury history and the contract. He just signed that extension. I think them the two things that's killing his trade value right now, though. But like you said, for him to be frustrated is crazy considering he's already missed 6 games this year with an ankle injury.
And they was saying his ankle
It's a
is
third of the season.
like it might be a chronic issue with his ankles.
Right. You need to go talk to Steph, bro. Steph has the same issue. His ankles don't fall apart no more.
I just feel like these games played is like, bro, he's never gonna make an all-star at the rate he's going. Like the game played, like, bro, you got 51. Oh, hey, Ari.
Hey.
51, 75, which is 2 decent seasons, but then you got 36, 22, 47, and 9. Like you say, he's already missed some time this year. I don't feel like they got like just the worst, at least starting group in the world over there, especially with the 2 rookies they added.
Con hooping.
You feel me? Like, and then the other dude they got, the center they got, he playing pretty good ball.
Kolkbrenner.
Yeah, Kolkbrenner. Miller is back. I think he just played his first game back today off the shoulder injury, and then you got Bridges over there too. But I don't know. I feel like he should try to get as healthy as he can and try to see, like, because at the end of the day, it's not going nowhere without him being there necessarily, unless they just forget it. Because they probably have another high draft pick this year, and I think depending on where that goes, they should probably like look to move on from him. I feel like his personality don't scream Charlotte Hornet anyway. But dude, you gotta play at least 65 games to be considered.
I was gonna say the 65, bro. They made it a rule, bro. You damn sure not making an all-star 47 games played, 36 games played. Even if that wasn't a rule, you're not making all-star at that point.
Yeah, nah, facts.
Like you missing 2/3 of the season bro, come on, bro. Missing 1/3 to 2/3 of the year. And I know it's not your fault. I don't blame injuries on people, but it's also like to say whatever source to say you've grown frustrated, it probably, came out the horse's mouth. And I know you don't like losing, but nigga, you are helping the losing by not being on the floor. So I don't know.
Do you think like him and the coach's relationship to an extent could have been where the frustration line was coming from? Because I see sometimes like they do pull him in the fourth quarter and he's sitting down and keeps.
I saw that the other night because I was betting. He was sitting on the bench until about 4 minutes. He still cashed my bet, but it was just like, hey coach, I need this nigga to have 2 more assists. Y'all ain't scored in a minute now. Y'all ain't scored in a little while. Put your best player in. Because he's still undeniably the best player. Like the talent there, bro.
Facts. But if what's his name? Canupo. Yeah, he keep hooping like he hooping and shit. They gonna be like, you know what? We got something here, but we ain't got work.
And he quiet, bro. He a quiet white boy, bro. He not gonna make all that noise. He not gonna do all that rah-rah that LaMelo be doing. So I think they'll take that.
Yeah, facts. It'll be interesting to keep track of that because I don't know if that's gonna be like a case where he go elsewhere and all of a sudden like it's like a Christian McCaffrey type thing where now this nigga never gets hurt and he's hooping because I think like you said he's a hell of a talent, but can he just stay on the floor is a thing.
Before you move on, I do think that sometimes it'd be like my ankle is sore. Do I want to play in a Charlotte Hornets uniform tonight? I don't think so. We're not playing the Lakers. We playing the Bulls or the Kings or the Grizzlies. I don't think I care that much.
Yeah, that's a good point too. Might not be pushing all the way because, like you said, what am I going hard for?
For what?
Yeah. Speaking of the Lakers, LeBron made his. I guess what was it? The record-breaking season 23. Like he's the only person to play.
Only person.
He looked pretty good that first game. Basically, I want to just get down to what do you think was the first game like him back? Was that kind of like a precursor for his role this year? You think he's gonna move more into that? I mean, of course, he's not going to average 11 to 12 points, only take 7 shots a game. We know that, but I think for them to put up 140, granted they was playing the Jazz, and he only take 7 shots. I mean, that's got to be good. I think him playing that playmaker role can prolong his career even longer. How much he want to take it.
Mm-hmm.
Austin Reeves been in that second role. Like shit, Brian always has been saying like, nigga, I want y'all to do the scoring. Like I want y'all to do the heavy lifting. I'll just pop out for the playoffs or whatever. So
Mm-hmm.
you think he can handle that, or you think ego comes into it and maybe I know I need to get my 25, 22.
No, I don't. So I'm kind of still in this take a little bit, right? He's already missed the amount of games. Like even if he plays the rest of the games this year, he won't hit 65. That's over. He's not gonna make All Star. He's not gonna make All NBA. He's not eligible for any awards. Why not just play like that then? Like I know he's not gonna score 11 points a night, like you said. That's not gonna be his role. 11 points, 12 assists. He's not gonna do that. But I think about a dub, right at a dub, maybe about 8, like he normally do, 8 and 8. Like it's
Yeah.
usually 27, 8 and 8, 27, 7 and 7, but we'll take 28 and 8 because, like you said, Reeves has been playing that too, and he's been getting off. And I think he's trying not to disrupt the chemistry as well. You know what I mean? Like put me in because I could play any role, so just put me in whatever box you need me in, which is cool. But you said he might want to flip that switch in the playoffs, like he always kind of do. But I think flipping that switch in the playoffs is the same thing he's trying to avoid doing now. Like I don't even think it's ego. I think he's going. Well, it might be ego, but it's gonna be like, no, we need me right now because it's game 3 at a first round, second round, whatever. Nigga, we need this one. This a swing game. We need this one. But then Austin been playing a 2 role all year. So now he's just like, where do I fit in now? We seen how that was like last year, where it was like Austin without these two be cooking, or without one of them be cooking. You put both of them out there, he turns into 12, 15 a night. So I'm saying if you can put Braun in that role, I think he won't be 12, 15 a night. He'll be a dub a night with the 8 and 8. So Austin Reeves probably averaged that 25 now, and then Luka is averaging damn near 40 still. That's fucking insane. But and then Luka giving you everything he giving you. So I do think what he's doing or what he did, if he continues to do it, will work for sure. How long is he willing to do it? I think that's what you asked me. I don't really know. I think if they were smart, he'd try to do it all year, even when the playoffs come. This just your role right now, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Me personally, like you said, I don't think he really tripping on the all NBAs. I mean, he had to have been conscious of that. Well, he said it wasn't really up to him. Like, I guess he kind of led on a little bit more that the shit that was, what's it called? Sciatica.
Sciatica.
Yeah, his back was like really hurting, and that wasn't his choice to sit out start of the season. Like that was the first time he ever missed start of the season. So I feel like it's already out of his hands. Like we know they probably already got a plan for him not to play back to back. He's 40, about to be 41. Like it's probably not wise for him to play back to backs.
Right.
So yeah, like you said, all NBA, all star, that shit probably over with. But you already got the record for all. Like, bro, you got all that. It don't matter no more. At this point, it's just about getting to the postseason, and I feel like it looked easy for them offensively, like that first game. Like I said, now granted, you playing the Utah Jazz, but I mean, you kind of run into cupcakes almost every night, especially with their schedule coming up. So I think it's best, like you said, for him to stay in that playmaking role and kind of be a connector in the offense. Oh, they trapping Luka. Now we're gonna play, 4-on-3, but that's Braun with the ball. And now that's who better would you want with the ball?
Right.
I feel like Ayton was like gonna eat even more with Braun out there because he's definitely gonna be finding them. I mean, as long as people are hitting shots, I don't really see how it can go wrong. I think he does. He is gonna have a few games this year where Luka and Reeves might be a little off, and I gotta score 23, 25 tonight. Hey, move. Okay, you gotta go upstairs. But yeah, I feel like this is the best role for him. That that playmaker, that Magic Johnson role. I don't think the ego gonna be a problem. Your mama calling you. Mommy calling you. Go upstairs. I don't think the ego gonna be a problem because like it's Austin Reeves at the end of the day, man. Luka is like what he doing, so it's like I don't need to be a 28, 27 point per game scorer every night. Like that's not needed.
Right.
And like you said, I think he can adjust to like that role he's playing now versus where you say, you know what, I'm back now. Austin, you take the third, and then we get to the playoffs, and Bron's tired. We need Austin to jump back up to the two, but
Right.
he's not used to that no more. So I think Bron's going to accommodate to everybody else. So
Yeah, I think he the most malleable player on their team. He the one that can make the adjustment. But everybody else is here for a specific reason. Like besides Luca, everybody here for a specific reason. But Luca's the best player on the team, so he's gonna have the ball. And the most adaptable person is LeBron James, bro. So it's just, I think that's better suited for them to play that way. And he said it like, and I don't know if he was throwing jabs. You know how the media do, but like he could go play on any team in the NBA and he'll be fine. Like it doesn't, it's not gonna affect anything just because of the way he plays the game.
I think he was throwing. Bron is calculated with everything he say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like he don't hear shit, but he be listening. He definitely was throwing
For sure.
shots. Everybody was saying like he's gonna come back and throw the rhythm off and stuff like that, which I thought was kind of crazy because like, bro, just because Jake LaRavia playing out his body, don't expect that all year. He's a role player for a reason. Like we don't want Marcus Smart taking 10 threes a night. Like we need.
Insane to me.
Oof. Marcus Smart, boy. That boy know he can throw up some bricks. But I fuck with the defense though. Now if we can just get Vando and some of these other guys gone for a decent 3-and-D piece that can, play both sides, we might actually be cooking.
Down there had one, y'all let him walk. But
got some other old niggas, bro. I feel like every time we talk about Golden State, it's just always drama. I feel like they have an internal beef on their team between the old niggas and the young niggas.
Mm-hmm.
Draymond kind of, I don't know. I feel like Draymond and Jimmy Butler kind of chipping away at each other a little bit through the media as well. Like Jimmy Butler not really messing with their culture over there. He kind of said like, since I got over here, defense ain't never really been a priority. Kuminga kind of got like flack from the team. Like they threw him off, diminished his role. I think Draymond said something like people over here with hidden agendas. I really feel bad for Kuminga because I feel like he got tricked into coming back over there in a situation he didn't even want to be in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, like I feel like the issue is the roster, period. But I feel like now they kind of infighting with each other. Like niggas, everybody hate Pods. Like I don't know what's going on over there with Golden State. Like, what's the remedy for this? Because I'm really looking at Jimmy Butler as like the main culprit of the issues, in my opinion. Because I feel like for what they traded for, they not really getting that. And maybe they was wrong to do that trade to expect certain things from him.
I mean, I think he giving you what you got him for, and I would say the things that come out of Jimmy's mouth, I would just take it with a grain of salt. Like regardless if you're telling the truth or not, we don't have to hear it from you. So it is what it is. But you also went to the Miami Heat, and then there was also problems inside their organization. But I don't want to blame him because I feel like it might be a little low hanging fruit. Like I don't just want to put it on him because that's his MO. Because Draymond is also a shit starter with outsiders, people that wasn't here from the beginning. Like so, it's just like I don't want to just throw that on Jimmy Butler. But I'm not 100% sure exactly the digs you're talking about that they made at each other. But I just say I'm sad for Steph, really. Nigga. Like. Nigga, I'm the best nigga on this team by far, head and shoulders. Nigga, we don't get nowhere without me. And y'all doing all this bitching and moaning. Then we go out here and get smoked by the team we not supposed to lose to. Then y'all do some more bitching and moaning. While I'm out here the size of a regular individual, getting my ass whooped by these NBA size players, nigga, but still getting buckets. And still try to help us win, but y'all want to do all this complaining. Draymond, you scored 6 points tonight, had 4 rebounds and 5 assists. Jimmy Butler, bro, you did have 22, but you shot 14 free throws and you start flailing, bro, and they stopped giving you the calls. So them just like pretty much live ball turnovers. Like I'm with you that the roster is the issue. Y'all gave me Al Horford this offseason. Thanks. Like
I mean, that damn near was the only significant move they made.
that's what I'm saying. Like y'all gave me Pods. cool. I even see somebody today talk about they had Ryan Rollins, but they ended up with pods, and now they're upset.
They had him and
But,
somebody else. Damn, what was his name? I gotta look it up. They had a few players that's hooping in the league right now.
yeah, so it's just like I don't. I think that's more so where it comes from. I think winning cures all. Winning is the makeup for the blemishes. And when you ain't doing too much of that, nigga, it just it is what it is. Like, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. Look what I'm looking at. Steph 38.
But so they
Like,
really.
what?
So was Butler just playing out his body in Miami and like he kind of like still contributing? But because I'm
Bruh.
thinking when he come over there, he's supposed to like be like, oh damn, Steph can no longer be double teamed no more. Like they cannot focus all in on Steph. We have Jimmy Butler. But does he fit the Warriors style of play?
I can't answer that. I think so, yes, because their style of play is primarily based on cutting. Like their style of play is based on their way they run offense is based on backdoor cuts, down screens, roll off the down screen, get a free layup, shit like that. It just so happens that you have Steph and Clay and bombs away, bitch. You know what I'm saying? So the second half of this, like you'll see Draymond turn down a lot of the cut, like the cut action. He won't pass there, he'll hold out for Steph to come around. Like their shit is based off cutting, but shooting is the second option when you got two of the best shooters in the world. So yes, I think he fits the system, but I think this is what he is. I think he a 20 a night guy, he 18 and 20 a night guy, just what it was. Out his body in Miami, yes, but no to me. Like, you see how many games he has played?
Yeah, he's dependent.
16 out of what? 16. That is not normal for him. Like I used to tell my cousins the same ones I was talking about. Jimmy Butler doesn't get credit from me for not playing the entire season, making us a play-in team when we shouldn't be, and then playing hard and healthy, beating a couple play-in teams, and then us making a run. Like, no, nigga, we should have been at the top. That's why we run out of gas when we get to the finals. That's why we run out of gas in the Eastern Conference Finals. Nigga, we had to fight so hard to get out this hole because your ass didn't play all year. So like that's how it was for me. That's always been my kind of opinion on Jimmy. It's just like, yeah, you show up when it's time. I ain't even gonna hold you. You show up when it's that time. How difficult is it gonna be for us to get there though? With you throughout the season. Like you don't really get no brownie points from me from missing the whole year, making us a play-in team, and then showing us what we could be if you played all year. Like
Right.
so to me, this is the guy he's kind of always been. I don't really think there's no difference. I just don't think they ever. I don't think Kaminga took that step, but I don't think he wants to be there. So the effort in taking that step is going to be even harder. And then you look at the rest of his roster. It's like, what is here?
Yeah, it's not. It's not. I mean, I think Moses Moody, he's a decent player. Buddy Hield is here and there. He's like a flamethrower when he's hot, cold as hell when he's off. I never have liked a big man rotation ever. Like since we know
They don't keep one. They don't have one.
La Pachulia, Kevon Looney, they go through David West, they go through JaVale McGee. Like they just have a lot of guys. I think maybe they like need to make another move, but it's like could have had Laurie Marketing, bro, if they was willing to come off some of these young guys. And
Man,
the way he hooping right now, that would have been a nice addition for them on top of getting Jimmy Butler. I just feel like they roster not really like you got Steph, Jimmy, and Draymond. Them guys old. So if you going for it, you're gonna have to go for it. I mean, you got to come off of guys like, Potts and maybe Kaminga and Moses Moody, like young guys like that. So I think they need to find a balance if they want to strike a move this year. Because I think Steph is playing at a level where you do want to give him that one more shot. Like you owe him that as an organization to give him at least a delusion to think I can compete in the West. Right now, he probably already knowing, like, bro, we first round
ain't
exit.
it? This ain't it, bro. You gotta think about it. It's like, and I'm glad you explained it that way because it's like they trying to like teeter the line to me. It's
Facts.
like you trying to be a competitive team, but you also trying to save for the future because you know the best players on your team is 35 and up. So it's like you try and do both, but it's also like you're not gonna get out the hole that you've been in. You brought in another center that plays the way I like to play, spreads the floor, keeps it, you know what I'm saying, smart. But he's out Horford like 40. Like you did the same thing over again. Like to me, and I don't, you could completely disagree with me, but looking at this roster, this feels like the Lakers roster minus somebody on Luka's level. Like
Yeah.
it's a lot of specialty guys. That's I was going to say specialists, but specialty guys. Like they are here for one reason. You said Buddy Hield, he's here for one reason. You said Moses Moody, we hope he do more, but he's really here for 3 and D. He's here for one reason. And that's how a lot of teams are, but that starts to get like to me, that's what these guys just are. Like if put in a situation where they had to be the one, it's gonna go to shit. Like if y'all are in a situation where Austin has to be the one, you don't feel as bad as if I said, hey, Pods, go be the one. Hey Moses Moody, go be the one.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Like
Like the role, it's like the role players start to get redundant when it's like, damn, y'all all have one purpose.
y'all don't do anything but that purpose. I'm just here to do my job, coach. Like that's how y'all show up every day.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
they
I don't like
they just gonna have to because I feel like it's not even worth teetering that line if you ain't got nobody who like you can look at and be like, okay, when Steph gone, that's gonna be the guy. Because like who you really teetering the line for out of this group? I mean, shit, I'm willing to deal all of these guys except for Steph, Jimmy, and Draymond. Like that's my core. I'm willing to deal all of them for somebody who can come in now and make a contribution. Like that's why I said maybe Anthony Davis, maybe that would
maybe. I mean, he fits.
be better.
It would definitely make them better. And it would definitely, if I'm AD, I don't know how I feel about that. It's like, y'all doing it to me again. Yeah, y'all put me in one of these situations where I'm going to get traded again. So
AD
it's
want to
like
go.
within 2 years, he going to be going his damn self. So,
AD ass want to go back to the Lakers, man.
he never wanted to leave. He just wanted a center.
He just that nigga in the trade, but the NBA a dirty business, boy.
Rob.
Let's see. I got like two more topics before we wrap up here today. Let's talk about Detroit for a little bit. You know, we gave them a shout out in the standings. Like I said, they dominating. I saw Gil said something real interesting about Cade. I don't know if you caught it. I think Cade just caught a Nike shoe deal as official at his own shoe. That's big. Like I think it's only like 6 official guys in the league right now. Ebron, who else? Ja, Cade, and I think it was like some other bigs. Giannis with Nike.
Giannis got one. Yeah.
Okay. Gil was saying like shit, Nike ain't really going for Cade being in that low market Detroit market his whole life if he gonna be with Nike. And he was saying everything that the big brands like that do has an agenda, you know, potentially if they're not winning, we could see him going to a larger market. I feel like if you know, because Giannis ain't in a large market, but if they can he can bring the success to Detroit, I don't see no reason why, you know, he wouldn't be a household name. I think he's already kind of making a name for himself. I don't think he's like one of the most popular players in the league by far, but I think, you know, the more his game elevates, you know, his popularity will. How you feel about that? You feel like is it sustainable in Detroit with him, or you think eventually he'll find his way? I know it's hard that far
I'll
because
say, no, I feel you. I want to start by saying I love the way Cade play basketball, but I've always kind of loved the way he played basketball. But the fact that he realized he a 6'6", 6'7" guard, hey bro, I'm going to post you up too. He got jump hooks like bigs. Like I don't know, something about that. Like to me, I enjoy watching that a lot. But he averaging 27, 10, and 5. If they continue the success, like you said, then there's gonna be no problem with him being branded in Detroit. Nigga, Nike would have a fucking field day with him being branded in Detroit if they have success. He makes the Eastern Conference Finals. He makes a finals. Hell, let alone they win it. What? Nike don't give a fuck where you at.
yeah, facts.
Giannis was in Milwaukee. Like, come on, bro. They don't care about that type of stuff. But I think, like you said, so I didn't hear it, and I don't want to misquote him. But if it's like if success doesn't follow, then I agree. But I think that's what every all-star, perennial, all NBA player. We were just talking about that with LaMelo. Like, I'm uber talented. We're not winning. Get me out of here. We've seen that with every single player. LeBron James. Like, that had nothing. I don't think that had anything to do with Nike. That had everything to do with I spent 7 years in Cleveland and I ain't got shit to show for it. And I'm supposed to be the best player ever, nigga. I gotta add some rings.
Right.
Like Giannis. Shit, KD was in fucking Oklahoma. Like, that's why I say, like, if it's because if you said that because you don't think success is gonna follow, then cool. But if you said that thinking success is gonna follow, then I just wholeheartedly disagree. And he got more ends than me, obviously, but I just wholeheartedly disagree.
Yeah.
I don't think they give a fuck.
I don't think the market thing is as big as it was like probably back when Gil was prevalent in the NBA. I think nowadays, like, if you're popular and you're winning and you bring in the attention to wherever you at, it don't matter. Like, of course, the Lakers, the Knicks, them always gonna be like the cash cows of the league because the lineage is there. It's hard to take shit like that. But like you said, you got K. He's a number one pick overall. He's averaging 27 points and 10 assists with like 5 rebounds. Like, bro, if you like basketball, you don't give a fuck with this nigga playing. It don't matter who he playing for.
What the fuck is he playing? Yucatan, nigga.
And like, he's gonna have a signature shoe, so that's only gonna add to his popularity, right? I mean, clearly Nike saw something in him to give him the shoe with him being in Detroit. So I feel like what they doing over there, like you said, they got a bunch of young guys. I don't see them really like falling off as long as they can stay healthy. I wish they still had Malik Beasley over there, and I think Schroeder should stay over there too. But shit, they not really missing. They're not missing the beat up.
No, I agree, and they got their core. They got their young core.
Yeah,
you got K, you got Thompson, and you got Jalen Duran.
Yeah, they got.
I got a point guard, a center, and a wing.
So we can fill in the other three.
Fill in the other 2 spots. Like, hey, throw me a power forward in here. Like, and same thing. Like, kind of goes for like Houston. Like, if they find a KD piece, you feel me? With what they got right now, like Detroit would be. They already nasty. They'd be crazy.
Yeah,
they'd be insane. They find a stability piece. Hey, K don't got it going tonight. He young. Hey, he ain't. You know what I'm saying? It's a playoff series, whatever. Hey, dump it in to whoever. Dump it in the insert all-star here.
Yeah.
Like, dump it in the AD, like I said earlier, because I heard Detroit, you know what I'm saying? Dump it in Anthony Davis. Who they doubling now?
That'd be a nice fit over there. Like I said, as long as they don't give up too much, but I'm pretty sure they got some white dudes that can shoot over there that they ain't really tripping on giving up. Duncan Robinson over there, actually.
Yeah, he hooping too.
Yeah, he is. But yeah, man, shout out to Detroit. I like to see the teams that start off in my lifetime that was just absolute trash. Them and the Lions, and now they both kind of like just on top of their conferences. So I think that's kind of cool to see. You know, got a certain sorry team in my life that just can't seem to get it right. But we're not gonna talk about those guys today. Let's wrap it up with OKC and the question. You know, you always got to pose a question at the end, but man, they on pace to beat that Warriors team, bro. Can they do it? Like, if they put it in their mind to do it, to actually care about it, are they? I feel like they can at this point.
I don't know if that's something you set out to do so early.
Yeah.
I think they get to about 30 games, they done lost 2. It's like, oh, no, this is really on the table. Let's go ahead and try to figure that out. But I'll have to look at their schedule to more so see who they done played already. And kind of what's the outcome of that. But he's sat. It's only so out of 17 games, he sat 10 fourth quarters. So they smoked at least 10 teams. To tell you that. He probably didn't finish the fourth quarter in them other ones. He probably just played in it.
They smoked the shit out of the Lakers. I ain't gonna lie. That was straight belt ass.
Lakers I woke up saw that score. I didn't even
score for like 10 minutes in the quarter. I was like, oh my God, this is bad. I mean, like you said, it's early to go for it because I don't think teams really care about that type of stuff. I think that's more so like a stuff for like folks like us to talk about. Yeah. But like you said, if we get to a certain point, I just feel like fucking talking about this 73-9 is insane for one. Like the fact that they did that is so crazy.
Yeah, no, that's insane. Bro, you play 82 games and you lost less than 10 times.
Yeah, that's like putting straight belt. Um, I'm trying to see like what they on pace for. I mean, shit, they only lost one game, so would they not be on pace for like 81
What
and
are they? What are they? 17-1.
17-1 right now? I think they lost the first one. I think it was like 11-0, 10-0, 8-0, something like that.
Let's see.
They lost to a buzzer beater damn near after that. I think I see something about DraftKings on Facebook say they on pace to win 74. They on pace to win 77 games right now, but it does say they have the toughest schedule strength remaining this season.
Okay, I just did some math. I got to say about the same outcome.
Can we really even say they got a tough schedule though? Like they are the schedule.
Yeah, no, they the tough ones on the schedule. Goddamn, toughest opponents.
Got the Pistons twice, Nuggets 4 times, Rockets twice, Lakers 3 times, Spurs 4 times, Timberwolves 4 times. I mean, after seeing what they did to us, like shit,
I
I
was
can't.
say which one of them games ain't winnable?
Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see them in Detroit matchup.
Yeah,
That Denver and the Nuggets, Denver and the Rockets probably play them the best. So out of 6 games of those, even if they split, that's still 3 losses. The Spurs 4 times remaining. Like I don't think the Spurs quite ready to like take that.
probably 3-1 them.
Yeah, and then the Timberwolves, they probably 3-1 them. So like that's what 1 and then 3. That's
Uh,
5, and they got 1. That's 6 losses. Like I'm not seeing it. But like you said, if they
but
don't
this
pick,
ain't. I mean, this ain't in order. They not finna play it just like this. So it's just like,
yeah, facts. Like we
yeah,
playing you
some of these could come at the end, and it'd be like, shit, we could give up a few
right.
and still get to 9.
I feel like the fact they not playing them 4th quarters is what's kind of making it like shit. You know, y'all, we fresh. Like shit, we might let's just go for it. Like let's just go.
That's the scariest shit. Thinking about like the playoffs and the fact that these niggas ain't played no 4 quarters all year. I don't think that'll continue, but like they get to that point where it's, I don't think, are they gonna play 54 quarters?
54.
54th quarters.
Oh, bro, they can't keep putting belt on everybody like that all year, can they?
Can they? That's what it look. That's how they've been beating niggas this year. It'd be like, can they not? Like they was beating shit last year too. It seemed like they came back whooping more ass. Shay said it on starting 5. He said Oklahoma City is the best basketball team in the world, and they ain't never going nowhere. He was drunk as hell when he said it, but he wasn't lying.
Sam Presti, if you interested in getting into football, my boy, please call Arthur Blank because the shit he done did with these, bro. Like he is a wizard, bro. Like the shit he done did with these picks. I know when it was back then, and we was like, man, they got all these 2027 picks. Like, what the fuck? But now it's coming into fruition, and they got guys on their roster right now. This first round picks is not even playing.
Yeah, no facts.
So it's like
Nikola Topic ain't played yet.
this fuckery isn't ending. And like you said, J Dub not even back yet. We got a whole All Star. So all he doing, I'm not rushing it. I'm not rushing back
At all. He done missed his All NBA and selection shit anyway. I'm not. There's no need for me to rush back.
That's crazy, bro. But yeah, we'll see next time we get on. Like keep keeping track of what they are. I'm always in favor of people going for the record. Like I feel like Saquon should have got the rushing record last year because now look, probably thought he was gonna come back and try to compete for it this year, and it's like you're not having the same year at all. So I don't think you should ever take anything from granted. I think a lot of teams might look at what happened to Golden State and see the end result wasn't a championship and might say, that shit really doesn't mean anything. But if you can couple it with a championship, I mean, why not put your name in history? So, I don't know, but I wouldn't bet against them doing it at this point. The way they spanking shit, bro. Like you said, ain't nobody really fucking with them. But man, I appreciate you, my boy, for getting on here. We 2 weeks in. Hopefully next week, we'll have some more topics for y'all to talk about. I'm pretty sure the NBA cut will be further along next time we get on. Yeah, y'all like, comment, subscribe to both channels. Follow the social. What's today? Saturday. Hopefully I have this out tomorrow. We're gonna be live Thursday for the NFL portion of you guys or the fan base who like to talk about NFL. We got that on tap too. So got y'all covered on both sides, man. Appreciate y'all for joining us. Like my boy Judah like to say, we're gonna do random stuff until this recording stops.